So in the first house we have solar eclipse revolution. Your first house is your house of yourself. It's your physical body. It's your appearance. It's your self-oriented interests. It's also, what you project to others as well. So what they see. So that's your observable characteristics and your personality and so on. It's also your personal independence and what effect you're having on others as you make your way through the world. And everything to do with the self, basically. So, with this card coming in, this is quite a major influence that's coming in, but it's part of a sequence of them. You have Sun Spirit, which is in your 12th house. We'll get to that later. And you also have North Node, Life Purpose in your house, your 6th house. So the 12th house is your unconscious. This is your self. And the 6th house is your house of work and health and diet and so on. So basically what you're undergoing is really quite a major change. You're going through a period of great change. So this card is all about self-mastery. So, with how things have been unfolding for you over the last few months, this month you're starting to assess what's going on and actually make quite positive changes in your life, and it starts with this one as well. So with this card coming in, you really are getting to grips with self-mastery. That is really the best way to put it. You're breaking old patterns. You're fully present. You're not looking forward too far. You're not looking back. You are forced to be fully present with this card. So you can expect rapid changes across the board as well coming to you. So you also may feel an increase in purpose. Your purpose may become clear to you with all the changes and whatever else is going on. It's rapid change. Really, some of it can be quite an upheaval, but it will, at the end of all of that, you will find purpose, and it will give you a change of direction or a change of path, or just a change within yourself and how you are making your way through the world. This card indicates awakening as well. So it's basically closing one chapter and starting a new one. So this is a fresh start. It's an opportunity to absolutely revolutionize yourself and the direction that you are now moving into. So really quite an important aspect this, and it does affect many areas of your chart as well, which we will get to now. So in the second house, we have Aries I Am. Your second house is your house of your money that's coming, your income. It's also the house of self-worth and the house of your value systems. So it also rules possessions and your possessions, everything you own. It's also, which is deeply connected to your value systems as well. And in some people, it's self-worth. It's also, connected to land and property, real estate, and so on. So, with the Aries I Am card coming, and this is coming off this, solar eclipse, I feel that you've had in your, first house. This is coming off that now. This is an action card. It's a get started card. No nonsense. A fire is lit somewhere along the line. So now this is the no games card, quick action. It's your chance to forge ahead now with whatever is in your second house that's coming up for you at this time. Whether it's a fresh look at your self-worth, you're overhauling your value systems, whatever it is, it's no nonsense. It's straight to the point. Get started. Let's get things going. It also should be about measured steps towards your goal. Or goals. So Aries has a strong and impulsive energy, but the best way to handle this card and to put it to the most effective use is with measured action. Forge ahead by all means, put your energy in, but do it in measured steps, and then you will achieve great things. So this card is also about ideas, enthusiasm, ambition. It's warrior energy. So you may have to compete for something. You may have to defend yourself in something. You may have to be, stepping into a leadership role. All of these could come up for you with this card. But also, you need to avoid rash action or any sort of quick temper, because you will be feeling like you want to take action. And so therefore it must be planned, measured action, not rash, quick temper action, which will rebound on you. So, this card is also deeply connected to your 8th house, which is the house of bigger finance, and commitments between partners. So this is your income and that is your big finance. And this is definitely connected to your 8th house. You have big changes coming on your 8th house as well. So I feel you would be wanting to take action, or you will get the go ahead to take action on certain things that you've been really wanting to do. Or there will be an upheaval and you'll be forced to take action. So it could be either one of those kinds of energies coming in. Then in the 3rd house, we have fire element, desire, another fiery card, another take action card. So this is your 3rd house is your house of communication. So this is all forms of communication, whether it's written, verbal, online, body language. This house also rules documents and contracts of all kinds. Anything with the written word, basically. So, this communication can be with others, in the wider public, as well as one-on-one or with anybody in your environment. But it can also be with specific family members, which is, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, and even your neighbors may come in on that as well. So, you could be fired up now to say something or put something in writing or actually formulate something, but it's a form of self-expression, this. You could also be hearing something, or you could be receiving information. But I feel this is a fiery action card. You're taking action in some way. So it's communication, and boy, is it communication. You really are laying it on the line. And in this case, it's actually necessary. It's another get started card. It's another get things done card. If you really want to get things done, this is the card to do it. But bear in mind, it's the communication sphere. All right. The 3rd house also rules short trips. So you may be wanting to take short trips, and you may feel like you want to. Whether you do or not, it will be revealed later. So it's a get started, get things done card. Move ahead quickly with a disciplined approach. Again, because of all the fiery energy here, a disciplined approach is going to be your very best way. This card also can bring in strength or courage for something that you want to do, or zeal. You're now feeling quite zealous about certain aspects that you need to, get on with. Or it could just be passion. You're putting your passion and energy into something, whether it's a relationship or with a group of people in general, or if it's something to do with the written word or something that you're involved in, some form of expression. But there are shifts and changes with this card. Creativity comes in. So with the written word, that's very helpful. You're basically starting with a clean slate as well. So it's like you're starting something new. You may have an epiphany or a wake-up call as well. You may also have to get upfront with somebody. In your environment. You may have to get upfront and get things clear. You may have to protect your interests as well. And you could be dealing with other people's egos, either your ego or somebody else's egos, or other people's egos at this time, in the 3rd house. Then in the 4th house, we have Saturn Truth. So, the Saturn card is the realistic card, the face it card. And it's coming into your 4th house. Your 4th house is your house of home. It's your physical home, the actual bricks and mortar, or where it is that you're residing currently. It's also the atmosphere in the home or the people in your home. So, you may have to just see how this is coming out for you. It's also the relationship you have with your ethnic identity or your ancestral roots, your foundation, where you've come from, your family background. It's everything to do with that as well. So, with this card coming in, as I said, it normally is, it's all about facing the truth. Any truths that need to be faced, anything that is not truly supportive of you has got to go, or it will crumble in any case. So you really are building strong foundations with this card. It's a very necessary thing. I feel this card for you is about maturity, about wisdom, about taking responsibility for your home environment and for what's going on in your home environment, or with relation to your foundation, your roots, your family. But Saturn is all about maturity and wisdom. It's about understanding. It's about patience. So you, again, with all this fire energy, you may be wanting to do things with your home. You may be wanting to get going and put things in place, build, because Saturn may be about that, actually physically building or putting aspects of your home together, or sort of putting a plan in motion for something that you want to do in your home in the future. This is a building card, but it could also just be about facing a few truths that need to be faced in your home environment, but it's about being patient. It's about being diligent. You've got to build up to what you want, and you need to do that brick by brick. And that can be sort of an emotional situation as well, where you're building up towards something that you want, but you've got to lay a really strong foundation, and that can also just be actual physical foundations, actual home as well. So this card can also be a form of correction. Perhaps there's something that needs to be corrected as well. You may have some sacrifices with this card coming in to build up to what you want. You could be thinking about future concerns or what you want to do in the future, and you just feel a bit restricted right now with regards to that. But it can also, this card can also cover actual foundations and the structure of your home. Perhaps there's something there that needs attention. So think about that if you're making renovations or you're doing something. This card can also be a make it or break it. So if you're in a situation where you need to make a decision about where you're living or what you want to do, you're either going to make it where you are, or you're going to end it and move on to something else that's better for you. However this plays out for you. But I do feel it's about responsibility now and maturity and wisdom, and applying that to whatever is going on in your home environment. Then in the 5th house, we have Grand Cross Provoker. Okay, another strong card coming in here, another card which indicates quite a lot of tension. So with this card, the 5th house is your house of your creativity, your creative expression. It's also the house of children, and it's your children, or could be other children you're associated with at this time. It's also the house of love affairs, and it's the house of recreational activities of all kinds. So having fun, going out, group activities, sports activities, anything like that. With this card, it's also the house of speculative undertakings like gambling or stock market. So with this card coming in, it could play out in a variety of ways, but there's going to be tension in this house for some reason. I also feel that you're wanting to make changes. You wanted to implement things. You want to do things in this house, and you may just feel restricted at this time. Like it's much more serious at this time in this house. Things are serious. You've got things you want to get on with, but you simply are juggling too many things at this point. You may feel like you're not having enough fun. You're not getting out. You're not you're not doing enough recreational activities, or it could be that you're in a sports activity and you're really having to juggle now a variety of different aspects of it to bring out the best. Or it could be that you're grappling with issues to do with your children or children that you're associated with, or perhaps they are going through a tough time right now. Perhaps they are juggling, preparing for exams or some kind of other activity, and you're getting swept along in that as well. Or it could be a creative project that you're busy with. And you've just got a lot going on and a lot of demands on you at this time. But this card is a catalyst to get things moving, to get things going. So you may be feeling tension at this time. It's about finding balance. You may, as I said, have difficulty implementing changes right now because there's just too much going on. But it's also about being more flexible. You're going to have to prioritize activities in this house, or as I said, it could be associated with your children. You might have to prioritize what's getting done. So pick out the top things, the top priorities, and just focus on those with some determination. And also communicate. How you communicate with others is going to be very important. Don't sort of clam up or get tense about things and not express what needs to be expressed. Yeah, it really is just a focus card. There's a really deep focus because there will be lots of things coming at you at this time in this house.